Are you successful but you're still miserable? You might be trying to integrate these two parts of reality, the physical world and the metaphysical world. And two of them just don't seem to mix. They're like oil and water. My name is Sumet Chatterjee. I'm a spiritual teacher and flow state guide, you could say. And I help people to optimize and realize their best selves, as well as help them feel their best and perform their best, man. That's why I'm here. I'm from the Flow Zone Academy. And right now I'm a co-founder of Primal Sutra, which is a brand helping men go from wounded masculinity to golden masculinity. I'm also an author of the book TPM, also known as Theatroplasticity Method. That might be a mouthful, so we'll just stick to TPM. Let's say they're away from society, right? They're considered a loser by society. Do you see what I'm saying? So the labeling of winner and loser is really what matters in the long term, this thing. If you label yourself as a loser, it's going to be very difficult for you to change your circumstance and your situation, because a loser doesn't want to move after he's lost, right? There's an energy of loss. So you want to go from loss to gain, basically. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Nothing to lose, man. Everything to gain. There's more and more to gain. There's nothing to lose. This mentality makes you sharp, dangerous, focused in your flow state presence. And it really gives you a very significant framework, because you see a lot of people are either very spiritual and they're kind of floating on the cloud somewhere, or they're very masculine and they're stressed, they're like burnt out, right? They're exhausting themselves. It needs to be a bridge that connects these two. You can call it whatever you want, right? Oh, spiritual alpha male, oh, sigma male, the enigma, the mystery, whatever it is, right? Let's take happiness out of the equation. And this is coming from positive psychologists, right? If I left happiness out of the picture, what do you want? What do you want now? What makes you move now, right? And that's that energy, okay, that you got to tap into. Anything at rest stays at rest. Anything in motion stays in motion. So keep moving, keep moving. And as you start doing that, you'll start noticing your own process emerging. I can't give you a flow state prescription without a proper diagnosis. You get what I'm saying? So it really depends on what exactly you're looking for. People have become too stiff, too robotic, man. You know what I mean? Like taking themselves way too seriously. But this perspective of like death is a bad thing, you know? And we're all gonna die anyway. Oh, you know, what's the point? Like, you can take that two ways, right? One is the stoic way, which is what the IMC brothers do, which is amor fati, let's go. I love my fate. You know, whatever happened, I'm gonna face the consequences, I'm gonna rise. Face everything and rise. That's fear. The thing is, not having an idea of yourself, or your identity, will make it more difficult for you to connect with others. Okay, you've got to understand this. But it does connect you to God, universe, source. We're all way showers in some sense of the word, but look at all these fluffy light workers just like kind of, you know, like kind of la la la, treating it like a parade. What we want to talk about, right, is this nonchalance, this great attitude of energy that's just within us, man. By the way, guys, these YouTube videos, these are like baby stuff compared to what my clients and the breakthroughs that they've gone through. You get what I'm saying? Like, coaching is a totally different thing. Teaching is a totally different thing. You get it? It's about coaching, it's about teaching, and it's about community. So what do we offer at Primal Sutra, right? We take you through these three processes, right? One level, you have an animal way of living, right? Kind of like that robot that I was describing. You're an animal robot. And so you're like, eat, work, sleep, you know, have sex, eat, work, you know, rest. But I think the way that we're supposed to be doing spirituality, or if that's even a thing, right? Because it's more about the beingness. The basis is this. You start living every day like it's a fucking celebration. Okay? You start enjoying every single day, the moments of your life. The joy that you cherish. The happiness is a byproduct of you following your path, following your dharma, following your Tao, right? So you just need to keep doing that. Let's talk about the Bali retreat that's coming up and what we'll be covering, okay? Day one is going to be the Vajra codes. Day 2 is going to be all about the movement and the breath work and all the kind of practices associated with the body. And then the third day will be about the character integration process, like where we completely will create a makeover of ourselves, basically using this protocol or this formula. So if you're like, I'm tired of playing this avatar in this life, bro, your energy will introduce you before you even speak. So you got to understand that a lot of men who think that they're integrated are actually very feminized. Okay, let's start there. Men who think they're 50% masculine, 50% feminine, you're not acknowledging your true strength and your polarity. And a lot of you have skewed ideas of what masculine energy is, and it gets equated with masculinity, or feminine energy with femininity, right? These things are two different things, man. But you still got to understand it. There's still a bridge, right, from physical and metaphysical. So 1 foot in the astral world, 1 foot in this real world. Let's go. Let's create. Let's be the middle path. Let's create from this space. Let's not feel afraid of emptiness and feel like this is limbo. This is actually the playground. And that's the perspective shift. Everyone's way too serious, bro. Look at everybody. Look at everybody around you. How many people do you know around you that are genuinely joyful, high vibrational, positive, upbeat, motivated, energized, people? A lot of the times they want to be that. This is not Mickey Mouse motivation, guys, right? Oh, I did some tarot the other day, or like, oh yeah, got Reiki attuned on Fiverr or whatever. Though we have gotten a lot of attunements, let's be honest, okay? We got all the accreditations, all the attunements, everything, bro. Now it's time we step up fully into our presence, into our golden shadow selves. Our avatars, baby. Come on, let's go. It's time you start catching up to this momentum, bro. You've been sitting back and shit. You've been like sitting in your fucking man cave, like doing some basic ass shit. You're trying to sit in your imaginary bat cave, right? Plotting some shit, like maniacally, when you could just go out and be you. You maximize your career and make your job sound good. Like, you make yourself sound cooler on your resume, but why don't you make yourself cool in real life? You get what I'm saying? Like, why do you gotta edit and add and superimpose and exaggerate when you can be that, when you can be an amplified version? Photographer, okay? Photographer. Yeah, he does a lot of great photography for high-end top brands, right? He's very, very well known. He's cultivated a wide array of different cinematic styles that he mixes together with his portfolio. And it gives you almost a futuristic goth type of edge, but he also brings in very playful pop art elements. Now, what am I doing here? I'm just improvising, right? I'm just riffing. But now I'm giving you a story. I'm giving you a background. I'm giving you something you can go off of, bro. That's what you got to amplify and generate with your flow state avatar, your essence. And this is what we're going to be talking about in the Bali retreat, right? Really formulating your truest essence. All right, let's try another one. Fitness instructor, okay? Okay, fitness instructor. Everything you knew about fitness is wrong. Okay? It's a complete scam industry. I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to get you back into real, authentic, high vibrational health. Okay? One of my clients probably listening to this, okay? Shout out to you, bro. You know who you are. Postal delivery worker. This guy's like the Andrew Tate of Postman Pats. Okay? Okay. Let me know. Let me really try with the postal delivery guy. In his past life, he was a messenger, where he used to send eagles that used to fly out and deliver the post or the mail to certain people. Okay? Like a vulture on his arm. How cool is that, bro? I just created a fascinating story. And it doesn't have to be real, in a sense, right? This could be actually morphed in your subconscious mind, what your true job is. You have your regular job, whatever it is, your 9 to 5, but then you have your true job, which is what you're really living in the background, right? It's the realm of the puppet master, the one behind the frame. You see? The one behind the frame, the one behind the reality. Man, this is some deep stuff. Let's try one more, okay? A lecturer. Well, what do you talk about, right? If you're a lecturer, what do you talk about? That's the thing. You gotta ask yourself this one question for a lecturer. What would I pay for to gladly hear someone speak about for a whole 2 hours? Okay? What would I gladly pay money for to have someone speak for 2 hours to me as I, or 3 hours, as I slowly start to embrace all of this information that's coming in, right? Baker, okay? This person has tasty buns, okay? No, let me see. What, Baker? Try firefighter? Single mother was struggling to make ends meet when her whole house burnt down. It was luckily enough that this dude got there in time, saved the girl, not only that, saved her daughter, who was in the other room, and in complete strength and bravery got them out of there when the whole building was billowing down with smoke. Already you're hearing this and you're going, whoa, what a testimonial, right? But really, this is at the level of high thinking. Like really, you gotta sell yourself better, you get that? You're selling yourself like some kind of a diluted marmalade brand that no one's ever heard of. Well, you gotta be that top caviar, baby, okay? That top caviar, baby. I think people who need help from an outside source who can't acknowledge their own true self also needs inner work, right? Because I understand, like, I am me, I am my own vessel, and then I am also a channel for these other beings, but I'm not letting that take away from me. You still gotta hold on to you throughout this process of you spiritually evolving. So I think the bridge happens when you really form into the identity, into this incarnation that you truly prefer, your avatar, in a sense, right? I want you to completely embrace this new life. Because if you truly stop seeking happiness, seeking spirituality, seeking ascension instead of being ascended. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people are just seeking, like it's out there. I need to go on this journey out there. No, it's in here. And it's always been here. And let me reside in that place where I've always rested and known. My inner Shambhala, my inner temple. Whenever the world gives me anything, I go internally and I seek integration. That is the only thing that I seek, is integration, more connection, more wholeness, more depth to this life that is so enriching, but we captivate ourselves and put ourselves into these small little boxes instead of living, using our minds and our bodies and our energies together, you see? I just wonder, what would a spiritual David Goggins look like? A spiritual athlete. That's how you gotta think in this game. That's how you gotta think. Not like, oh, I'm there to win the race. Winning is the perception. It's not the label. So as long as you keep connected to that sense of growth, that sense of adventure, that sense of wonder and discovery in life, like, I'm here to blossom. I'm here to just show up and completely bask in my truest strength and greatest glory, guts with glory. That's the new theme for us this next month, guts and glory. We're tapping into the frequency of the Viking energy, of the victory of Valhalla. And we're merging a lot of stuff together, right? The shamanic with Vajrayana tradition to, the Vedic tradition, the Taoism, bringing in all the truths in this container, in this bubble. And that's why we're understanding ourselves to be these spiritual teachers, really. And that's what you are too. That's what you are too, technically. If you're on this channel, you're also a spiritual teacher. Because why else would you be drawn to this essence and this energy? You see? You need to start embracing that and shifting that and bringing that through you. Stop living like an algorithm and start living like you have the rhythm. That was too smooth. I gotta end it there, right? Let's go. Upward Spiral Gang. May we never be the same again. Os. See you later, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. You already know, man. You already know. Take care of yourself today, okay?